In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Imagine a world. Three podcast hosts sit down to just... Two of them hate the movie. One of them is trying to convince the others that it's a good movie. But it turns out, and one of them is lying, Daniel secretly loved the movie. Oh, JK, he fucking hated it. Dum dum, these are their crimes. Dum 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 dum.
Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions Podcast. As always, I've been your what color am I underwear host, Kenny.
I don't know which thing we're recording, so I don't know who I am.
I'll give you a hint. I'm nervous about bath time, Ryan.
Okay, in that case, I'm liquor store Daniel. Does that work?
Not really. That's pretty generic.
Okay.
Get it?
I'm a
Did you
bat.
get it? That's still pretty generic.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm your
You sure you're not an
underwater. I'm your underwater sea creature creeping on your young daughter during bath time, Daniel.
I have questions.
This movie sucked.
Is your question, is that Guillermo Del Toro? The answer is no, it is not.
Well,
I guess I have two questions now.
but I was gonna say that if they ever, for some reason, I don't know why anyone would, maybe if they wanted to make it good, if they wanted to remake this, he should play that role.
Should play that role.
And of course, we're talking about...
Chestnut Man.
The fantastic
Yep.
Saturday the 14th.
Can we briefly talk about the weather?
I wanted to also talk about how I discovered there are hard metals in my water.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. 80 degrees yesterday.
Say
Snow
the
on
weather's
the ground
being crazy.
today.
Yeah, we had like
Not even 12 hours later. What the fuck is this?
a 40 some odd degrees temperature swing just in the middle of the day yesterday. 8 mile an hour wind.
Did you open
gusts
an
up to,
evil book
40.
and now the weather's all screwed up and you can't leave the house?
Also, I checked the weather before going to bed. 0 snow.
Zero chance
And
of
yet-
snow.
I look outside, and what is there? There is snow. And this isn't the first time this has happened to me either, guys.
Yeah, when you say check the weather though before, you mean like look at a weather app or like just go
No, I
stare
went
out the window
outside.
and be like,
And I asked
Okay.
Mr. Moon, and I said, Mr. Moon, what's the weather gonna be like? And as per usual, didn't say nothing.
it's a damn hair.
That's your mistake, because it's a moon cake. They don't really talk back.
Everything's cake.
Everything's okay.
Awesome.
Daniel?
Everything is awesome.
Well, no. I honestly, this is the most important thing you could do right now. I honestly need you to give me a synopsis.
Okay,
for-
so
for
I'm
this.
on so much NyQuil, DayQuil,
Same.
because nature has fucked my shit up.
It might not even be allergies, bro. Shit's going around, dog.
No, it's allergies.
Might not be.
No, it is.
With that hair, I don't know. That doesn't
Might
look
not.
like allergy hair. That looks kind of like,
You were sure about the weather 5 minutes ago.
right?
Okay, so...
Remember Burning Bright? It's kind of like that.
No, it's not like Burning Bright. What it is like is there's something in the barn.
What is your hair?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the movie.
No,
Oh.
but something in the barn made me laugh.
Right, it's not as good. It's not good.
Oh, it's great.
It's not good at all, actually.
It is-
Tony the
it's-
Tiger
it's-
would say,
It sucks.
No.
I'll tell you right now, it's fantastic.
Yeah?
No.
How is this sitting on IMDb right now? Is this sitting at a comfortable, not even listed?
Oh no, it's 4.6.
Shark side of the
Shark
movie.
Side got robbed.
Sharkside is trash compared to Saturday the 14th. Absolute
No.
fucking garbage. Oh yes, this movie parodies the films of its time so beautifully.
How
I
would you
don't think it's
describe?
parodying anything.
How would you describe
It is.
the
It's a
humor?
spoof movie.
It's referencing them,
It's not like, yeah.
but it's not. Describe the humor. What's funny? When's the funny happening?
It happens all the time. It's slapstick. It's in your face.
There's
No.
no
It's-
slapstick.
It's there's
No
all
one
kinds of
steps on a rake.
There's no sound effects. There's no rake stepping. There's no scissors in the eyes. There's
not. He's right.
There's uncomfortable bath
scissors
time
in your eyes.
How old is Sister supposed to be?
Well, that's a problem of the era, man. They say she's going to school, so we shouldn't be watching her get in the bath.
Or having a fight with a creature after getting out of the bath. There's a whole lot.
I like how Brother just put her back in the bath.
Brother lifts.
Brother, okay, look, he is the smart one in the family.
He's a very smart one. He never keeps any old books. This movie opens with animation, and that wolf likes to smoke. I think it's been smoking for a long time because it can't howl without coughing.
It's so good.
It's so cool.
It's hard to howl.
There's a cool bat with glasses, and the sound.
That's an owl.
That's an owl. And, that's the humor. See, it's funny when you say it, and I don't know why. But when they said it, and the bat is just floating in the window, and I'm staring at them going, okay. But, the soundtrack sounds like a Super Nintendo Castlevania game that's getting too hot and is about to melt.
It's the same brand of humor as, say, Murder by Death, but done not as technically well as Murder by Death. But it's the same, okay, this is what you're used to seeing, so we're just going to go so far away from it with the same, subject matter.
We put these people in the same situations, but what if they just react the way, a completely different way? Wouldn't that be funny? Tee-hee.
And it is hilarious.
I'll tell you, the one and only time I think I laughed was at the beginning sequence when that mummy bat hit the frame a couple times, and it stepped flying, and then there was a lightning bolt and it hit it and it caught on fire and I went
when what's his dick was getting into bed or out of bed and he accidentally knocked over the lamp and then just didn't give a fuck. I thought that was funny, but that was pretty much it.
Well, that's because that's a Daniel move right there. I'm not picking this shit back up. Just keeps using the lamp with it laying on its fucking side on the floor.
Now if I just put you guys as the characters in this movie, it makes it funny now. But
great movie.
It's produced by Julie Corman. And I was wondering if this was any relation to the Mr. Corman.
Well, you were wondering that. Did you look for that?
No, I didn't want to.
This movie sucks.
I think you guys have died a little inside. You need to refine your inner humor.
Okay.
And just relax and let it come to you. Let the stupidity and shenanigans thrive inside you again.
No.
Oh, yes.
Daniel, what's the housing code on a basement full of earth? What's the code situation on that?
Did they even ever show the basement?
Nah, dog.
So then...
Well, the people that care about the basement didn't move in there, so they didn't need to show it. The bad guys.
Were they the bad guys? Because I just finished and I'm confused.
That's why I need your synopsis, Daniel, because I need someone with your type of liquid mind. I need Liquid Snake to give me a synopsis, okay?
This was produced by Roger Corman, man.
See?
So, a family inherits a house.
Lucky.
And it's cursed. There's a curse. The guy giving them the house, he just dies, the lawyer. Yeah. So they moved there, and then it turns out there's two vampires who also want the house because there's an evil book in there. And so, whenever there's an evil book, somebody's gonna read from it. The junior baby boy, tiny boy, little boy, baby boy reads from the book, and then a bunch of monsters start showing up, and it's a rollicking good time.
Are you being threatened right now?
Hell yeah, it is.
Is Jeffrey Tambor standing behind me right now?
Okay, that is threatening.
I'm not going to tell you if he is or isn't.
Julie Corman is Roger Corman's wife.
Okay. The Cormans.
They both
produced. They usually, when they got their stank on things, it usually stinks pretty well. This one...
No, that's not true.
What do you mean?
The entire Corman thing is, we'll do a thing to make money.
Sure.
And if it's quality, it's quality. If it's not, it's not. It doesn't really matter. And guess what? This ain't quality.
Well, I know, but humanoids from the deep,
high
come
quality.
On. Be a believer.
Look, you don't want your creatures to look too good.
If you have 500 films, if you've made 500 films, probably 15 of them might be good.
We should have watched one of those. Instead, you guys, I'm looking at you into the house. I want this house. Okay, so these two vampiros,
Draculas,
Aculas, Krispy Kremes, they want the house because they want the book. and they want the book because they want to control monsters?
We're led to believe they want the Book of Evil because they want to do evil.
But it turned out Van Helsing wanted to do evil?
Van Helsing wanted...
Professor Exterminator wanted to be evil? He went evil at the end, yeah. So are they just, the Aculas, are they just hanging out in that car the entire time then?
Yeah.
Of course.
But there's just
stakeout
on the property.
Yeah.
Days have gone by.
Yeah.
They stank.
I mean, that's not even... Well, they don't sweat. They're dead.
I don't think it's about sweating.
How are they going to generate a stink?
They're not brushing their teeth.
They're not
eating anything.
right, but your clothes will get musty. Your hair, you never think of the smell, you bitch.
Take it from an Acula who knows Kenny.
There's an Acula who knows Kenny?
Daniel?
Yeah, to me, blah.
Blah,
Blah,
blah.
that should have been my intro. Okay, hold on. Blah.
I give this film
Nailed it.
1 bleh.
1 bleh out of 300.
I give the film, there's 5 banana stands with money in it out of 5.
Now, how many overdue library books would you give this movie?
In the banana stand.
Yeah.
Wink.
I'd give it 3,000.
Ryan doesn't get that reference.
Well,
He's
Ryan
a
also
loser.
can't wink.
I'm trying. I can't. I can blink. I can skip.
Do finger guns?
You can skip at your old age?
I skip every day.
What, skip class?
And the kids were showing me how
with the other
to
kids.
gyrate. And I'm like, I think I can do that without losing a hip. And I did it. I'm doing it now.
Oh.
Look at me, Ma.
Look at this.
Look at me,
It
Ma.
ain't stuff.
Look at this.
Gyrating. Bring it around town.
Around town.
Bring it around.
I will say, I don't know if you noticed it, but when I was doing the sound editing for the Red River Raven thing we did, the crow...
Red Raven River. You don't even know the name of your own
I
fucking
can't
thing?
say... No, I keep mixing it up every time I do because I did Red River Raver. I did something that you laughed at. And now it's messed with my head the entire time. Raver.
Well, Raver is never part of it, so...
Anyway, that bird sound in this movie sounds very much like the bird sound I use.
Those were owls.
I think we used the same
owls, not
free
birds.
sound effects somehow. Yeah, it's Corman, so we probably did.
Free is free. You know, seeing Jeffrey Tambor as our Voldemort Dracula guy, and his hair being what it is, got me thinking, like, wouldn't it suck to be turned into an immortal being in the worst physical shape of your life, and you couldn't do anything about it?
Oh, he gets in worse physical shape.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about his hair. Like, Ryan would hate to be turned right now.
You think this is the worst physical shape of Ryan's life? I think he could go. I think it could go worse.
Could go much worse.
He's still got all his toes.
I'm drinking metal in the water. All this is gonna go away.
We're all drinking metal.
It's the microplastics you got to worry about.
No,
Yeah, apparently that's what we're worried about.
I've already
now.
had kids.
And passed your microplastics onto them.
Yeah, now they're like mighty strong.
And shouldn't be microwaved.
Children? No, you should.
I
should
don't
not
microwave
put your
children. I don't microwave my junk.
And only
Not
put them on
anymore.
the top rack of the dishwasher.
Otherwise, they melt.
Why? What's the difference between the racks and the dishwasher?
The heat.
It's the distance from the heating element, you ignorant slut.
Where's the heating element?
On the bottom.
Is it always on the bottom?
For our broke-ass models, dishwashers, probably.
What do you call it? Never mind.
Go on.
Go on. Go on, big boy.
Is a joke I heard. You want to hear it?
Tell us a joke, buddy.
I love jokes.
What do you call it when you come inside a woman?
I don't want to hear this anymore.
This is a bad joke.
This is a terrible joke. This isn't a joke.
Putting a load in the dishwasher.
What?
That's sexist as hell. What is wrong with you?
I asked if you guys wanted to hear it.
And it doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does, Ryan.
How?
Jesus Christ, he's implying that the lady is the dishwasher. She's the one who has to do the dishes. And you're putting your load in the dishwasher. God, do I have to re-explain sexism to you?
I do a plate, and then I'll do a cup, and then I'll do a couple chopsticks. Now, if I'm not paying attention, the chopstick kind of falls down, and then later, after
They probably
the cycle's
break, right?
done, no, they're sturdy. I have to reach my hand in there and pull it out at the very end. How does that fit in the analogy?
No, I forget they're in there.
Well,
and then
I'll
fucking yank the thing out, and it'll like get stuck, and I'll be like, "Why the fuck are you stuck?" And then I'll yank it, and it'll snap the chopstick in half.
Depending on where it slides down, it could also block the arm on the bottom, and then your shit ain't getting clean.
Yeah, you gotta think about these things. You never think of the smell.
Your load, everyone's load is different, Ryan. Sometimes it's so bad, it's like what I like to call giving them the old coal miner's daughter.
Oh, yes.
We all remember what that is.
We all remember what that is, yes.
Yeah. So, we opened with our family, our parents at a...
are we going to go through this whole movie? Do we have to?
Just the good parts, Daniel.
Is that a thing we have to do?
And so, this is the classic family, like, oh, the old man in the family died. Let's all see what kind of... He's got a lot of shit. Let's see who gets the shit. His sister, who's been a sister his whole life.
That's what she claims.
It's true.
His 3,000 overdue library book.
I feel like at that point...
Different libraries, Daniel.
It's on the library. You let someone have a past 10 overdue books, stop giving them books, right?
Yeah, they went hard. Do you think the Book of Evil was a library book?
It was one of them for sure, yeah.
Had to be. So then that was rightfully the answer. They should have given that to her. Well, everyone wants the good stuff. Nobody gets the good stuff except for the nephew and his wife. They get his entire estate home in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yay.
But it's cursed.
It's got a
That's
death
a place.
curse.
Isn't Erie a place?
Erie is a place.
100%.
That's crazy.
It's got Loch
Have a
Ness
canal.
at it.
Lake Erie. Isn't that a thing?
Eddie. Yeah, dog.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
What if that was a movie about a house in a lake?
A house in a lake?
Lake house.
Ooh. But what happens if he puts his dick in the mailbox?
It transports through time.
It
Yeah.
gets transport through time.
That's the next movie, The Transporter.
Back in time. Back in the
I'm the-
dishwasher.
I'm the beekeeper.
Call back. You get it, Daniel? Because
Get it?
what's her...
I'm Jason Statham.
You
You're
look
not
like
with
him.
that hair, you're not.
I'm the beekeeper.
But the house has a curse, and the attorney can't even tell him about the curse. It kills him.
I think it was just his time to go.
What if that had been Tater Tot Doug, though?
No, we must protect Tater Tot Doug at all costs. Tater Tot Doug is a national treasure, and he will sit there and sweat, but he'll hold his own.
A national treasure.
He'll
I
hold
want
his
to
own.
see Tater Tot Doug at this party.
I want to see Billy saying goodbye to the nice truck driver. Billy's getting awfully close to that truck driver.
That truck driver's got some stories about a very nice girl from Hong Kong he met once.
Yeah. You want to hear it?
No, I'm okay.
No, I'm okay. We got them daywalker vampires
Jack
standing
Burton.
outside.
Jack Burton. Me. That was not Jack Burton. That could have been Jack Burton. You're right.
Did Rover ever go in the house? Did we ever see Rover again?
No.
Who the fuck is Rover?
That's the dog. See,
The
the
dog.
dog that needed a
They had a-
haircut because
they
it
had
couldn't
a
see.
dog?
They had a dog. They were all going in the house that even smells like Uncle Henry.
Now, how do they know
And-
that?
Well, because our father grew up in that house.
Our
They knew
father?
Uncle Henry. I said the father.
I think he said our father.
Who
Well,
aren't in the house?
It's Spirit, Holy Ghost.
The Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gun
Who
knife.
aren't in-
The Holy Trinity,
who
gun
aren't
knife,
in Erie.
bat. Yeah.
Yeah. Rover said no. Billy went missing. Apparently, he was inside Pluto for 2 hours at Disney World. And Billy, you better not be stuck inside a large dog again. This Billy, he gets into some shenanigans.
He's
Sounds
the
like
smart
he fucks
one.
animals.
Hey, he's the smartest one in the family. What would you do to get a TV that was always stuck in the Twilight Zone? Oh, now I guess you're going to say you don't like the Twilight Zone.
It's not that I imagine
Imagine a world.
a podcast
Three podcast hosts
in
sit
their
down
house.
to just... Two of them hate the movie. One of them is trying to convince the others that it's a good movie.
And one
But
of
it
them
turns
is
out-
lying.
And one of them is lying. Daniel secretly loved the movie. Oh, JK, he fucking hated it. Dum. These are their crimes. Dum,
These are their stories.
Dum.
Yeah, the
Now,
stories
if you want to do Law and Order,
they're
we could do
dead
Law and
inside.
Order all week long, baby.
Well, easily, because it never fucking ends.
That's right. I'd be okay.
Dick Wolf.
You're a dick wolf. The mom polishes the skull in the cabinet, puts it back down.
I'd be
This
pissed.
is classic stuff.
Oh, yeah, a dusty
I don't
skull. I just cleaned you.
She just cleaned it. We find literally it's called the Book of Evil, and the boys got that. The parents find a note from Uncle what's his face.
Yep.
And says, "Do not open the book." And like, what kind of book do you think it is? Mom's like, "You think it's a cookbook?" Dad's like, "You stupid dishwasher."
You know how I am about my turnovers.
Yeah, that's right. It could be a cookbook.
Ugh.
Now, the boy's in there opening the book. Every time he turns to a page, the monster on the page pops out.
Is that what was
That's
happening?
great. Yeah, every time they're
He was
shown,
releasing
that
them from their
releases
prison.
them.
Oh.
Now,
Like Goosebumps.
why couldn't he just burn the book or bury the book or wrap the book in chains and throw it into the ocean?
None of that ever works, man. It's better just to keep it on the shelf.
Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure, is a landlocked state. Is that true? That might not be true, actually. It's one of the 13 colonies, Ryan.
Do you know
That
the
can't be too
colonies were
far.
founded upon the coast, Daniel?
Yes, I'm learning this.
I don't know it for sure either.
I don't know either. Someone pull up a map.
Nah.
It's balls deep.
Nah. They at least have a river he could have chucked it in.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
a
for
freaky
sure,
fridge
for
rat
sure.
they could have fed it to.
That's true. That fridge rat was the protector, and they dishonored it by not feeding it and never getting scared. Now, this
Tuck
book
me
is
in.
very important because this book tells you everything that's going to happen, Daniel. It tells you it gets bad on Friday the 13th,
Uh-huh.
but it gets worse on Saturday the 14th, and I could not agree more.
That's the name of the movie.
It gets worse.
Why are we doing this? Are we releasing this on a Saturday the 14th?
No.
What? No.
Then why are we doing this?
It's April Fool's.
Day.
This is April Fool's?
Yeah.
Day.
This isn't what we planned.
Day.
Got you. We got
You
your
guys
ass.
can't stick.
He got
Oh my
your
god! Now
ass.
I'm mad too.
Good.
Good night.
Good. That's a cutthroat real estate business, okay? That realtor is so mad that she didn't get a sale because the house was left to some other people that weren't selling the house. That at the end of the first day, those people in the house, she shows back up later that night, thinking like, "I'm gonna get them to sell now." That who does that? I will call the cops so fast in your ass. You don't come to my house.
I mean, what was her
at night.
plan? Just like do spookums outside, and that's
Well,
going to
she
scare
was,
them.
She was trying to sell the house, but
And
like it wasn't hers to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not how that works.
Who contacted the realtors?
Someone's probably asleep by now. I'll just go around the side and see if anyone's still awake.
Ugh.
Knock on the window, be like, "Billy, Billy,
Get your
sell me
ass.
the house.
Get your ass
Get your
away from
scrawny ass
there.
out of there.
Sell me the house. I know you're the smart one.
Are these...
away from there.
Thank you, Arnold.
Get to the chopper."
It's not tumor. I'll pile drive you in the bathtub.
Myers.
It's my... Oh, that's...
She gets-
Ooh, that's good, Daniel. Keep going. I'll
I
play...
shot
the
him. I
episode.
shot him 4 times.
I'll play Jamie Lee Curtis. Ah,
You were my wife in True Lies.
it was the boogeyman.
What the fuck is that Mary Poppins fucking ass voice?
Just
the
a
jacket makes sense
spoonful
now.
of evil makes the Michael go down. Huh? These are some like the first creature with the eyes is like okay, that's
great.
a friendly, great, beautiful D&D looking creature if I ever saw one, and the rest just look like weird. So you know, in the supermarket, they used to have commercials that would be like, "Oh, this cereal's like $4," but if you look just below into this shapeless, colorless, clear plastic bag, you can have this for $1 less. Oh, $1! What the hell were the off-brand cereals? Now, these are off-brand monsters is what I'm getting at.
They are.
Some
That's the point, though.
some of them better
You
than
don't have
others.
You don't have to pay any fees. You just do what you want.
Oh, I will.
Do what you like.
I'm going to do what I want to
At
that bad
Burger
owl.
King, you can have it your way.
Have it your way. Now, they hear the scream of the real estate agent getting attacked by one of the monsters. And, like, what is that? Dad's like, it's just an owl. And then the mom pulls back the curtain and there's a bat just fucking flying right there in front of the window, just not moving. And she's like, "Oh, you're right. It's an owl." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's not an owl. That's a bat." And every time it happens, I laugh and I yell at the TV like a kid watching Dora the Explorer. Even the subtitles are like bat screeching and they keep saying it's an owl. I'm like, "It's a bat."
Oh,
We had a good time.
I had a different reaction. I said, this is not working for me.
See? You've died inside.
I must have
okay?
died inside.
Now, okay, look, there's another scream, and it's the baby boy. There's a monster in his room.
Tiny
Dad
boy.
gets up, knocks over the lamp onto the floor, goes to check on the baby boy. The monster with the eyes on the top of its head is in there, and he's like, "Look, dog, I got a monster in here, Daddy." And Daddy's like, look, man, I thought you were like, too old for this crap. And Billy's like, nah, man, it's because I act like an adult in all other scenes, but I'm only 10 years old. Let me have this. It's like, man, there ain't no monster. The monster is behind the dad the whole time, doing the whole, every time he turns, he's like skulking one direction, going the other. This is classic stuff. Classic
misdirection, Daniel.
Yeah. And then,
they show this at film school for a different reason.
Of the class. Because it's what you need to do if you want to achieve that peak classic comedy.
It's true.
Now, he leaves, and the boy is like, I didn't tell. And then the monster kid, he's like, no, okay, I did tell, but he didn't believe me. And then he gets him with the book, and the monster doesn't like that. And then he finds out he can control the monster. And then apparently the monster, after the mom earlier says, well, I gotta do dishes, and Dad says, oh, the dishes will be there in the morning because he wants to go to Bone Town. The dishes, they are always there in the morning. That sucks. But except for this house, because they go down there later, the dishes are done, and there's a giant kitchen dish cleaning glove shaped for that monster. He got his own dish cleaning gloves. That's great.
You're right, Daniel. They do have their own Barnel fish. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
And then Dad goes back to the room, just turns the lamp off, leaves it laying on its side on the floor.
That's funny.
And then rolls over and kisses the wife.
He's back in.
But it's just a pillow. And the wife ain't there. She's out there. She comes back. She's got like a flower or something. She's walking all sultry like, she's going to try to get some. But then she's got bites on her neck. And it's like, oh no, she got bit by a vampire.
We don't know that. You're assuming.
Yeah, maybe. But, now, next day, baby girl's about to get into the bathtub.
Maybe we should not call her baby girl. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Baby girl. Little girl.
Would it make it
Tiny
worse
girl,
if I told you that Roger Corman wanted her to actually be shown nude?
Yes. It's only bad if she's supposed to be, like, young, right?
I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be in high school.
I think this is
well,
high
then it's
school.
bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, then it's bad.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Especially because the actress looks young. Like, she could be 25 for all I know, but she looks young.
I think she was older than that, but she looked young.
Yeah, she has a really young looking face and frame.
Apparently her underwear changes colors like 3 times in that scene. I didn't notice it because I was too busy thinking like, should we be seeing this?
I was checking my windows, checking my...
looking everywhere
checking
else.
the cookies.
No one's walking in the room.
I'm looking at my wife, keeping an eye on her. Going, no, I'm going to get judged so hard if this goes south.
So hard. But I mean, it's done less tastefully than, say, like the shower scene in Arachnophobia.
You mean more tastefully?
No, less.
No,
you heard him.
Less. It feels more unsavory than that.
But in Arachnophobia, we see the spider go down the breasticle.
You don't see nipples though. You just see the outlines.
You don't see nipples here either.
This is true, but it's
the way it like lingers on the panties on the floor, and
I'm uncomfortable.
I think maybe also the scene goes on longer.
I'm uncomfortable.
She jumps up like, out of the bath at one point with the soap, with the bubbles. Yeah, that's a big ass rubber ducky. How do you not know you're laying on her?
Don't call me brother.
We get a Jaws tub. There's a fin that's swimming around in there, like in between her legs.
There was about 15 too many cutbacks and forths between the fin and her. And
Daniel, they want you to know that what creature is this?
It's Fin Man.
They want you to know that Fin Man is putting in the laps, okay? Putting in the time. He's doing his laps. He's fit.
He was fit.
He's fit.
He was fit.
I want you to know that. Not a one and done.
She has to get out of the bath as she's about to step into it fully clothed. I think she was just testing the water because the phone's ringing. Billy won't go get the damn phone.
I take my panties off before I test the water.
Yeah, I just,
because we gotta test the water a different way. We gotta dip the boys like a tea.
Sorry,
I don't even know why you test the water. You run at one temperature.
But back in the day, you would dip the boys like a tea, and just to make sure you weren't
not cooking them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
that's what you lead with,
you.
right? You don't put any of your other parts of your body.
No other part.
You lead with the tea.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, the bags.
That's because that's the part that matters.
So I've got my little leggers.
If that one can handle it, then you're fine.
And I've got one like on the wall sidewards, and then the other one like on the. I don't know how I do this, to be honest, but you just got to do it.
No, you do a push up.
But you're in the water.
Down. No, you're on the edges of the tub. You got the two corners and then the side of the tub.
Oh, so you're saying I But I don't want.
It's like a dangling rabbit's foot.
I don't want meat touching. The test is just boys.
Yeah, your boys dangle that further than your meat does.
Maybe yours do.
Especially with that hot water below it. Really getting it elasticy.
It's like
And
fucking
loose. Is it?
the
Do
ring.
tell.
I'm trying to make like a ring and lava and a Smeagol joke.
Okay.
But
Well, it looks like a finger dangling there.
but I can't get there.
Don't let me carry
And
your
you know the
load.
problem is like this movie couldn't get there with a lot of its jokes either.
Now, it got there so hard, okay?
That was a long
So,
journey for
look,
community, Daniel.
a phone call.
That's why
The phone company
that's
let
why
you
I'm
know
here.
that the phone's going to be out for some hours. Like, you didn't need to tell me that. Well, look, okay. Monster guy pops out of the tub, which I wonder if they did that the same way they did like the Nightmare on Elm Street thing, where there's just like a massive like hole underneath it. It's like a pool.
No.
Right. No, that's not. Oh, do tell, Daniel.
Go on.
What do you mean? I don't have to explain how they did it. I'm not the filmmaker. I'm just telling you that's not how they did it. Okay,
So giving her the old.
he was tucked up into his little knees, like we're tucked up, right? So he's like in a little ball. I don't know, when you guys turn into a ball, how small do you get? When I turn into a ball, I get real small. I could fit inside. You name a box, I'll fit in it. Jack box? Yeah, I'll fit in it.
Hell yeah. I could fit in something. Well, look. Creature, okay, gets out of there, chases her around. She's screaming, running around, all soapy, covered in towel. Baby boy is like, "Ah, shit, I gotta get my book." And, because, the book will hurt the monster. So he, like, tells his sister, like, "You need to be bait. I gotta go get the book." And he goes up there to check his room after the sister leads the creature away.
Interestingly, in a way, she is bait.
And it's interesting in the way that you baited.
Jail bait, Ryan.
What?
That's implying that he thought she was rather attractive, but if he went and made a move, he'd end up in jail.
Is that what that implies?
I mean, yeah, I can understand you not knowing that because you haven't gone to jail yet.
But what does
Right.
fish law say about this situation?
What mariner law?
No. That's above
You
the
don't wanna
water.
know-
We want to know
Yeah.
Aquaman kind of law.
Oh, so you want to know?
Awkward man, more
Awkward
like
man
it.
What is the-
whole thing.
what does the
Awkward man
council
situation.
of crab people really think about this? Are they okay? Would they be okay with
That's
this?
a great question. That's
I don't
a great
think
question.
they would be.
No,
I think
they're more civilized. They really frown upon this.
Now, what is this fish person made of that it can take a shot to the head and keep on
Right
running?
between the eyes.
Seaweed.
He's made of the right stuff, okay?
Seaweed.
Kills that cop. Rips his goddamn head off.
That happened?
His wife is expecting him later.
Oh my god.
Lather.
Later?
Lather.
Hey,
Gotta
lather it all out.
Well, it gets it nice and smooth. But look, it doesn't go well for the cop. We get the monster away again. It's fine. Nobody's going to believe us what's going on, though. Mom gets a can of Wolfbane. You ever buy Wolfbane by the can?
The fuck is Wolfbane?
Well, it's a flower, but no.
Do you ever get it by a can?
I mean, I get mine by the stem. I actually think Wolfbane is poisonous.
I have a Febreze
Wolves.
that's just
Ugh.
Wolfbane flavor.
That might be what's
Flavor?
causing your nose issues, Daniel. If you've
Yeah,
been
it's flavor.
snorting that, then
I don't snort it. I make a tea
you
from it.
He
administer it
sprays it in his
rectally.
mouth like
yeah.
Banaka.
Yeah, Banaka.
Oh,
You guys remember Banaka?
No.
no.
You don't remember the Banaka fresh breath?
Oh,
Just brush your tooth.
Just take a Tic Tac.
Hither and frither.
Hither.
Further, are you helping little brothers carry their soapy, wet towel
Yeah, I
sisters
helicoptered-
upstairs and back into the bathtub?
I helicoptered him up the stairs because some people would want to say that I'm a hero. I agree.
It is impressive that he somehow gets her back up the stairs and into the bathtub. And then she's laying there like unconscious, maybe even dead for all we know, and everyone just walks by like, "Oh, okay, hi, honey."
I do like that she slips under the water and goes blah 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 blah. And he does come
Yeah.
back and pulls her back. Okay, I didn't laugh, but I enjoyed that.
I feel like at that point you're trying not to laugh because you don't want to have a good time at this point because you're like, "No, I've decided I'm not gonna like this."
Well, it's
Because
not.
you're bitter about the metal in your water.
This is true.
You're just an old bitter person.
I wanted to like this.
If you truly did, you would have, because it's Great.
I mean,
What next? I'm going to make you watch Student Bodies, and you're not going to like that?
I might not.
Daniel liked Student Bodies the last time we watched it.
Didn't
And
you,
Ryan
Dan?
likes Sky Cycle.
Ryan likes Skyside.
I like bats in the attic, but I don't like it when they tickle
Stop
my
it,
neck.
owls.
No, they're
Stop
in the
it,
belfry.
owls.
I said, ooh,
Yeah, they're in the belfry.
owls. Stop it now. Hoo-ha.
Yeah, they're all like mauling the
Hoo-ha.
mother. She's just like, ah. It's like she's like, but then all of a sudden all the
That scene was a little intense, I felt.
it was very intense. But then all the bats stop, and the Jeffrey Tambor vampire is like there. He's like they're all frozen, and I can see the wires.
The wiring. Yeah,
They're
it's
fake
pretty
bats.
shoddy in this house, man. There's nothing's really up to
Yeah.
code.
But you know,
Fake, you mean owls. Fake owls.
yeah, fake owls.
Jesus.
Even though my subtitles were messed up, they kept saying bats chirping. Which do bats chirp?
I don't know, the one I had died.
Oh yeah, too soon. Poor Bartholomew.
Yeah.
That was a better name.
And Matthew?
Yes.
I just called them bat splat.
He didn't get
Rude.
splat. He froze to death, Ryan.
Bat splat.
There was a surprise snow.
Oh, okay. I would call him befrozen.
But frozen. So look, our family is dealing with all the shenanigans, okay?
Okay.
The vampires are trying to get him out of the house. The monsters are just being all freaky. You'd think they'd get him out of the house. But they're not leaving this house because, like, Mom's obsessed with being in the house because she's been turned. She's like, we can't leave this place. A surprising visitor shows up. Van Helsing.
It's his exterminator professor man.
Yeah. And he's immediately making himself comfortable.
Hey,
The wife is screaming, like, hysterically. And he's like, must be your charming wife. What's for dinner?
that's practically what I do too when I go to a new place. I'm like, where's my room? But
Yeah, what's for dinner?
what's for dinner? Where's my room?
We have our dinner, okay? And he's telling them about the book of evil that must be around here somewhere. And that anyone who opens it will be doomed to hell and blah, blah, blah. And the little Billy boy is sitting there right next to him. He's like, fuck. Like, yeah, I opened it, but it's gone now. You guys ever have your mom say she put away your laundry and that was all she did to clean your room, and you go in there and all your like Spanx socks and everything are like gone?
Well, that's
Like,
part
totally
of
cleaned
the
the whole
part of the
thing.
laundry.
What kind of
No, those are
savage Spanx in a sock
Daniel,
is my question to you.
where else is he gonna wank it?
I'll fucking wank it at anything. A glove.
There's a
Your
That
shoe.
slop in the corner?
There's a perfectly good owl right outside his window who would love to be
Your
his
hat.
dishwasher. He just has to ask.
Look, soon all dead. Okay,
Soon did.
soon all dead. They got Scooby Doo ass messages written on their fucking windows. The ghost keeps opening the blinds to keep showing the message.
Up you do
And
the
at
alarm.
last, after many years, Van Helsing knows where the book is, and then he turns and looks at the family and goes, "But where is it?"
But where is
That's
it? That
great.
was
But where
funny
is it?
too. That was
Yeah,
no. He
that's
said
classic.
it's here. I know where it is. Where is it?
Where is it? After all, I am the man of the house here. That's Daddy stepping up.
Yeah.
We got what's the guy? We got a party coming up. We need the party. The people show up to get that positive energy in there. The monsters have a chill session in the kitchen. playing
Just
some
like the
cards.
little fucking the little elves.
Yeah, they were taking a break though from spooking. Although one of them takes a thing of orange juice out of the fridge and fucking starts stomping it on the table. That's rude. The daughter ends up in there somehow.
Well, she was trying to go to the bathroom. You ever do that where you're like trying to go to one room in your house and then you somehow you stumble into the wrong room and then you're like, how did I get here?
And then you pee in the closet.
And then you pee. Yeah. Do you ever?
It happens to the best.
Okay. For example, I'm not sure how I got on this podcast. I was trying to go to the bathroom.
Poor life decisions, just like how that poor maid monster is still trying to keep the house clean, and they're out there destroying it. It's still walking around wearing a fucking apron trying to clean it all up. I'm like, that's the real victim in this movie. Garlic is very attractive in a kitchen of this color. We just hang garlic everywhere.
Bleh.
I hang dong everywhere. Bleh!
I never drink coffee. That house was in the cover of Better Homes and Garlic.
Have you already talked about the preggers scene?
Preggers.
Who's pregnant?
Because so it's after Helsing Professor Exterminator Man. It's the roast they're eating. She's doing, oh, I can't have anything with garlic. Oh, I can't eat this meat. And they're all like, oh, has your diet changed? And it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of a personal joke between us. And he's all like, oh,
yeah,
are
peanut
you
butter and pickles?
are you
or something like that?
preggers? And they're like, he. And daughter's all like, "Are you pregnant, Mom?" The boy's like, "Are you pregnant, Mom?" They're all happy about it. She's like, "I don't know." And then he's all like, "Do you know whose baby it's gonna be?"
That's funny.
Hey, we don't have that kind of talk in here.
And I'm like, "Yeah, who's the mom?"
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you took it that way. I thought he was asking who the
Classic.
father was.
Yes, Daniel. But I see what I did was I took one of Kenny's earlier jokes and I've reused it now.
That's a classic.
Do you guys
want to
reuse one of my earlier jokes?
No, because your dishwasher joke has really made me uncomfortable.
It's okay. Time Cop can take care of that.
It has to stay in though.
I asked if you guys wanted to hear it.
Now, we did not say yes. Time Cop's going to make sure we didn't say yes. You're just going to say it. You're just going to come out and say it randomly at some point.
It's at the beginning of the episode. we're going to leave that long pause.
Now, look, Daddy, they get back to bed, and the wife, there's dirt all on her side of the bed, and I'm just like, I can relate. Sometimes I'd get into bed with Daniel, and his side of the bed would be covered in fucking breadcrumbs.
Those are bread crumbs. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, not bed crumbs, bread crumbs.
Yeah, bread crumbs. Now, how come every time we throw
You guys
a party...
want to hear another joke?
Tell me, Daddy.
What does Cookie Monster say when he's about to ejaculate?
I'm gonna crumb.
I'm crumbing.
I'm crumbing.
Jesus.
Damn, I was close.
Why does he sound like he's from Austria,
Arnold
Daniel?
Schwarzenegger.
Hey, I don't know where he's from. He's a crazy guy.
You never know where he's from. Now, I wish people, when we throw a party, would show up with some electric can openers.
Right?
I need one.
What's wrong with our can opener?
It's ass. It's shit, cock, ass. It's always been ass.
No, that's a replacement of the previous ass one.
Well, then you already know what's wrong. So why are you asking? Why are you acting all innocent? Like, oh, what's wrong with it?
It works.
It does work, but it could work better.
Well, yeah, it could be the one I have here, which is fantastic. It takes the top off like a little hat because it busts the seam on the outside, and you could put it back on there, and no one would know the can was ever opened.
Oh, and it doesn't cut your fingers?
You know who would know that the can was?
Fingers.
Who would know the can was open? Germs. Germs would know.
No, they wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Nobody opens a can like he opens a can.
Nobody. It's like a little hat.
Oh.
They're running around looking for Billy in this party. Let's see, a pizza boy shows up with like liquor and stuff like that. He gets trapped there because there's a never-ending storm outside their door now. Very odd. Nobody knows who the boy is except for, I almost said Ferris Bueller, Van Helsing, because he's one of a lot of men. So they're all confused about his presence there. Someone looks in the fucking oven. The in-laws show up. The dead uncle's side of the family is all there because they're trying to snoop on the family, get what they are rightfully owed. Looking for the boy. Someone looks in the oven, which seems weird.
He could be in there.
The old bitchy aunt opens a closet and sees a fur coat that looks just like hers. It's like, she's got the exact same fur coat as me. And then she starts to think is she gonna just swap her fur coat for that lady's fur coat? I'm just gonna take this one. But then she gets pulled into the closet and mauled.
No, she gets it's the, god damn it, where am I going with this, Daniel? She gets pulled, but she thinks it's her high school crush, but it's really not. And so when she's down there doing her business, she comes out and she's like, "You were not the monster I thought you were gonna be." And then you go 20 years later and she's having parties for other monsters in her basement, but it's all a ploy to get back at the other monsters who did the assault.
Well, I don't think Grandma makes it another 20 years.
Daniel.
Is it grand or is it gran?
Gran. There's a D.
Is there?
How do you spell
up
Grandma?
phone.
Gramma.
Goes to check.
Grandma.
Depends how many teeth they have.
You know what? You're right, bud.
The Missouri mush mouse doesn't always get the D.
I don't think you really look, Daniel. I see a blue light on your thing, but I think you're just looking at your phone.
No.
You are looking
know.
at your phone.
Well, yeah, but I look. Can you guys read that? No?
Yeah, I can read that.
You can?
People also ask, is a grandpa or grandma? Well, if you can't tell the difference,
2024. Do whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
We get a twist. Turns out Van Helsing, the bad guy. The vampire showed a baby boy,
Tiny boy.
Billy, in the book that, oh no, Van Helsing also came from the book or something.
Oh.
And he's the true evil one. And he wants to take over the world. And he has magic. And he's going to take over the world and bring about famine, war, and death. The dad's like, we already got those.
Ha.
Ha. They're doing some weird force push and pull, the two vampires and Van Helsing, over Billy floating in the air. I guess whoever can either keep him floating or pull him down to the ground wins. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird thing. But we get like lightning, we get like animal noises coming back and forth. It's pretty much as epic as the that fight scene in Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Pretty much same.
Same thing, really.
Oh.
Same. The lamp gets broken.
That's
Never
funny.
liked that lamp.
Everybody lamp humor. I'm a big fan
Table
of lamp
gets
humor.
broken. Oh, but that was your mother's table. Is someone talking to you about your car insurance? You know you can get an extended warranty.
You say warranty weird.
Warranty?
I feel like you're emphasizing the end of it, like warranty.
That helps you sell it.
What?
Let me get you that good warranty.
Now it kind of sounds like you're trying to sell me like a war and he.
Well, you got to relax when you're done. It's a real tense situation. Sleepy time.
I'm gonna have some sleepy time tea after this because shit is fucked, y'all.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna take Dayquil or just more NyQuil yet.
I think I'm gonna take more NyQuil and just fucking get straight zooted. Do you want to get?
Go in
you want to
get? I might not go in today.
Don't go in today. You get zooted with me, and we can fucking play. I don't even know.
Look, you go pick up My Time at Sandrock, and we'll pop on the multiplayer with that.
No, I don't want to do that, but
good time punching cows.
that game's a cow puncher.
It's a cow puncher, buddy.
That's crazy.
That series is weird. You can fight with the residents to gain friendliness with them. Like, you can just spar with anybody.
It's respect.
Men, women,
is what
children.
It is. Yeah.
It's a good time. Much like the happy ending we get when the good guys win and we get rid of Del Toro.
Yay!
Helsing. Yay!
By hitting him in the gut with the good book. I'm sorry, the evil book.
Slap him with it. And look at the faces they're making. Glorious. Fantastic.
So didn't the vampires just leave?
They got the book. And the house looks all nice now.
But they were good guys?
They cleaned it. Vampires are good guys.
So why didn't they just tell them?
Well, who's going to believe it?
Also, yeah, it's true. I wouldn't have believed Jeffrey Tambor to be a good guy. Especially now, knowing what we know now.
What do we know now? Well, he has one little tirade on set.
He's a monster man.
On a show that he was getting, mad props for.
Look, you got a history of being a monster man, you're a monster man. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, just don't work with him.
I don't have to worry about that. They better not hire him at my bakery, I'll tell you that. I don't put up with that.
Don't put up with that shit. You okay, buddy? Are you ill too? Is that why you're wearing this weird fucking robe?
I'm wearing this weird fucking robe because it's cold.
Was it warm for you yesterday?
No, it was cold yesterday. So it was warm up until a week ago. Like, okay, so like 80, yeah, like you could be wearing shorts, Hawaiian shirts, you're all good. And then the next day, it was pow, right in the kisser, and it hasn't gone away yet.
You have the same weather we have.
Aww.
Earth just keeps on spinning. Kenny, you look me in the eye. Only one. Do you like this movie?
Fucking love this movie. I've watched this movie 10, 15 times.
Your mouth curls.
10 to 15
God
times?
damn it, he's in a...
Oh, I've watched this movie a lot of times. This is a classic movie.
See, I think it got to him early.
It's that same generation of humor. Like I said, this movie.
You're identifying with your captors.
Bodies.
No, it's not.
What Kenny's trying to say is this is a classic Police Academy airplane type movie. But the thing is that those movies are funny.
Those movies had jokes.
Are there smarter ones of this style? 100%. I like Student Bodies better than this. That came out the same year. Class Reunion, that's a good time. Hysterical, that's a good time. But do you like Loaded Weapon, dog? Do you like Hot Shots?
I like Hot Shots.
Those are funny, though.
Look, you got to put yourself in these movies. Like, they're doing the ha-ha about these things, not in the same way as, like, an Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters.
Those are funny, too, though.
Some lightness there. But this is just, well, I don't know, what is it? Absurd?
Inconsequential. Indifferent. It's indifferent.
This is what I would do to that movie. Are you seeing this? This little gesture right here.
Oh, we can't say what that is.
Yeah, I don't know how that was captured on camera.
I don't even know what that was. But I heard the whistle, Daniel. What does that mean?
Yeah, you got to look at the movies at the time and think about what the audience is shouting at those movies.
What are the boo?
Boo, you suck. Where's the yucks?
They take the tropes from the movies of those times And they just turn them up to fucking, not just to 11, they turn it up to 13. They turn it up to 14.
Oh, so that was the age of the girl in the tub.
This dial only goes to 11, though.
Yeah, I know. And then they just lean into it. So you get done watching your classic creature, you're watching your Universal movies, you're watching your Hammer films, which are already, classics at this point, early 80s.
And you're like, what if they made one of these where like the characters just didn't care about anything going on?
Because you watch those movies and there are going to be characters that do you're so dumb. So what if they're just what if they are just completely, absolutely clueless? And it works. And it works in student bodies, even better. And there's a sequel to this.
Oh.
It better be Sunday the 15th.
No, it's it's Saturday the 14th Strikes Back.
That's stupid.
It's more Saturday, more harder. 2 Saturday, 2 day.
I haven't actually seen the sequel. I always wanted to, but the sequel doesn't look good.
I'm gonna spoil it for you. It probably sucks, just like this movie sucked.
You suck.
You're a regular dishwasher, Daniel.
It can load. It's got Michael Berryman in it.
Who?
What?
Michael Berryman?
Who the fuck is that?
Oh my god, you know who Michael Berryman is.
You like
The Hills
Sky
Have
Psych.
Eyes? Pluto and The Hills Have Eyes?
Okay. Who was he in this?
Oh, he played the mummy in the sequel to this.
Oh, not even in the movie we watched. But he played
No, I was talking about the sequel.
the sequel mummy.
He was talking
was-
about the sequel. That was very clear. I understood that perfectly.
Let's see. What voice do I want to do?
The husband and wife were actually married in real life.
It shows.
I
The movie was financed by Julie Corman.
feel like
You don't say.
in a relationship, one of the people has to be funny. Maybe not.
Hope you find a funny partner, Daniel.
Am I wrong, though?
Ryan found a funny partner.
More of a... I can't.
Do it. Do it, Daniel. Do it. He can't? You know she's going to listen to this, don't you?
I cannot. Wait, this might come out during Women's Month. I can't.
You already ruined Women's Month. Is Women's Month April?
Oh, no.
Is it?
No,
Women's Month is
it's March.
March.
March. Yeah, it's next month.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Are we doing anything for that?
No.
No, because we're bad at planning
We-
things.
yeah.
We barely did Black History.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure.
All our movies
Black
have
History
women
Month
in them.
carries into next month. Because Dale can't read a book.
What's that got to do with me?
Everything. It's a great movie. You should watch it. You should watch all spoof movies. Well, maybe not.
Maybe you should watch them after you've taken some Dayquil.
No, I did that and it didn't
No,
work.
NyQuil. NyQuil's the movie enhancing drug.
But that requires other people to be around you, giving you a vibe. Otherwise, you just
they gotta be
I
vibing
would just
on you.
fall asleep.
I would be fucking rubbing up against you like a cat right now.
Don't you rub on me.
I
you
would.
go watch Transylvania 65000,
I will.
Student Bodies,
Yeah. Okay.
Airplane,
For sure.
Hard murder hard. What is it?
Now,
Murder by
now
Death.
Daniel.
No, the other one.
Oh, Deep Murder.
Deep murder.
Oh, yeah.
You watched Deep Murder.
It's way down there. I'm going to say Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Daniel. And you're going to say what? And I'm going to say that one.
Why would you say what? That's a great movie.
That-
But Return is better.
It could
George
be.
Clooney.
George Clooney's
That's-
in Return.
Correct.
Shit.
Maybe.
It is. Don't you come at me. These are my movies, dog. Every one of those you listed, I had seen. I was surprised that you hadn't seen most of them. I can understand maybe if you hadn't seen One Cut of the Dead.
I'm like, I had heard the other ones at least. This one I was like, what is One Cut of?
It's more recent. It was on Shudder.
See, that's the thing. I don't got the Shutter.
Gotta get Shudder, dog. As always, I've been your make sure your dishwasher has a proper load in it host, Kenny.
Bleh.
I'm willing to put my hand in your dishwasher and pull out a chopstick for you. I'll do that. I'll do that for you. But only if you pay me in bleh.
Bleh.
But did you guys see the eyeballs floating in the coffee?
Oh,
That was
Jesus
so
Christ.
Great. They just popped up there floating around. That's good stuff.
I'd rather talk about Daniel testing water with his ball sack.
We did that.
We did do that, though. Bleh.